Fake dunks and posing.
How was your fake dunking game?
Got it. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Okay.
I mean, I think everybody's been saying it because that's what it is. It's fresh from um, the amount of new players we have to the opportunity that everybody on this team has now. You know, we got a lot of guys who um, are coming into roles that they didn't have on previous teams and, you know, different situations. So it's a fresh start for them and an opportunity for them to show, you know, what more they can do. And it's also new for me because, you know, I've played a huge role on the team since I've been here, but, you know, my role has also changed. And my responsibility has increased, and, you know, that'll make it a new thing for me. You know, it's something that I haven't experienced. So I think that's part of the reason why it's, you know, everybody's saying it's fresh and it's new because we're all stepping into the roles and different positions that, you know, we haven't been in before. I think you got to base it on the growth. Um, you know, because like I said, we got a lot of guys who are coming in and they haven't played 30 minutes a game. You know, some, you know, might not have been on winning teams, or, you know, some may have not been appreciated you know, with their previous team. So it's going to be a lot different. And although we have spent a lot of time around each other, you know, for it to be so early, you know, it's still going to take us getting to know each other. You know, it's going to take more than just, you know, a week in San Diego and being here early before camp. You know, it's going to take more than that. Being out there together in the preseason, you know, we'll learn more about each other. When we got to execute plays, and when we getting beat pretty bad, you know, that's how we gonna learn, you know, who we side by side with. So I think it's about the growth, the process. I think it just showed that everybody was on the same page as far as, you know, the opportunity, you know, that's been placed in front of us. Like I said, a lot of the guys coming into so much of an opportunity, and me coming into a role where I can lead, and I can show that I can be something for guys to have trust in and for guys to follow. So I think we established that, you know, just with how many guys decided to show up when they didn't have to, the amount of time we spent around each other that we didn't have to, guys coming in the gym over the past few weeks, and we work out, we play, and we sit there and we talk, and, you know, everybody in the locker room, things like that. You know, we've had the a great amount of time to where we've, you know, gotten to know each other a little bit, you know, and that was huge for us. I mean, well, first of all, everything that excuse me, everything that I hear is like, oh, the new leadership and the new this. Like, it's like leadership means I have to just do all these above and beyond things when it doesn't. All I have to do is be myself. And, you know, the first thing I said in being a leader is you got to take care of your own stuff. And that's working hard, and that's, you know, being coachable and allowing coaches to challenge you. And allowing your teammates also to hold you accountable. And as long as I can be that guy, and I know that I'm going to be that guy every day, you know, then everybody will respect that. And you know, it'll be times where I may need to step up and say something to somebody on the team. And it might be a time where somebody has to say something to me. But it's not like, you know, I'm stepping into this role where I have to just control everything and do everything. It's not that. So I don't think it'll be overwhelming at all. Well, the first thing I did this summer was I found different things that I could do for my body, um, instead of when they say take time off after a long season, you know, and you go get out of shape and you don't do no activities. This summer was different for me. I started swimming. You know, that's all I did for like 2.5 months is swim. I did core exercises and, you know, just did a lot of stuff to help my body, you know, so I can recover from the season, but I could also be training it, I guess, you know, at the same time. And I think that was a huge thing for me. The way I ate was a huge thing for me. And just working on things to challenge myself. A lot of the stuff I did on the floor had to do with my balance because a lot of the shots that I've gotten over the first 3 years of my career have been tough shots, and I can make tough shots. But, you know, if I can get my balance down, and when I get to certain spots and get put in certain positions, if I can be a more efficient shooter, you know, then I can be a better player. I did a lot of ball handling, a lot of passing. You know, you look at the leaps that Steph Curry made, you know, over 3 years, and a lot of it had to do with how well he began to handle the ball, how well he began to pass the ball, you know, and that affects everything. Being able to do that affects how well you shoot the ball and your playmaking ability and your ability to break down defenses. So that's basically what my summer was based on. I think the thing that excites me the most is the fact that nothing is expected. My rookie year was super fun because nothing was expected. You know, we were an exciting team, and then the next year it was still no expectations. It was just, you know, what can they do? And when we did something, the next year that was when the expectations came, and you know, I think that kind of weighed on our team a little bit. I thought we handled it. You know, we were ready for it, but the fact still remains that there was expectations and high ones. And now it's kind of like we're back at that stage where there's not much expected of us. So we've been working hard. I know that for a fact, and I do have confidence in what we have. You know, I know it'll take time for us to gel together and, you know, get completely comfortable in a real game, but you know, I think what we have is a lot better than what people think. So with that and the fact that not much is expected of us, you know, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I don't see why not. You know, we had a lot of change in our roster, and we in the tough Western Conference. But if you look at the West, it's, you know, probably 6 or 7 teams that a lot of people might say, you know, they're for sure in the playoffs. And, you know, Portland is down here, or, you know, whatever they might say about us. You know, but anything can happen over 82 games. You know, we could just be a lot better than people think. And some teams could probably not be as good as they were expected to be. And injuries happen. A lot of things happen. So, no, I'm not sitting here saying that, you know, we're going to make the playoffs. I would like to, and I think that's what our goal is, but it's not as far-fetched as some people might, you know, want to make it seem. I have. It's been really competitive. You know, the bottom line is guys are going after each other. You know, everybody's getting it. Everybody's attacking. Guys are playing hard. You know, and that's what you want to see. You want to see guys out there, you know, just showing that hunger and that passion for, you know, something to prove and trying to show what they can do for the team. And I've seen that. So I do expect training camp to be really competitive, you know, not just because I'm, you know, maybe the only guy who knows for sure I'm going to start, but, you know, guys are coming after me when we played. You know, Tim is right there every time we play, right on my hip. When I'm guarding CJ going at me trying to score every time. And Mo and Farouk, you know, they're going at each other, you know, fighting through pick and rolls and, you know, get mad at times, and that, you know, that just shows that they'll compete and that they care, and you know, they got something to prove. So I think that's what you want to see. I think it's too soon to say, what anybody's best is, but they haven't really had a reason to press. Everything that we've done up to this point has been up to us. We come in and we work out and we play pickup. And when we play, it's not like it's training camp or, it's a preseason game. It's pickup. We playing with each other. And I think after a couple of days, you just get comfortable with, with the group, with the environment that you're in, and, you just play. I think, if that was to happen or if it was going to happen, it's not going to happen in pickup. It might, you might see it in practice, when we have real practices or in a preseason game, I guess. I think when our roster started to come together, I remember at one point I think we had like 6 players or something like that, and I was just like, I was talking to CJ and I was telling him first of all, me and him needed to get together and work out just because me and him tight, and once we put a roster together, we basically just talked about why won't we just have everybody go somewhere and work out, and that's kind of how the idea came to life. And once I saw how young our team was, that's when I was like, it'll be a good idea to get everybody together so we can be on the same page, and it won't be us coming into training camp and not knowing each other. I mean, they show up every day. They work hard. They know what we run. They know the type of offense we run. They know what's expected of us. So I've seen them, going to guys and helping out with the offense or anything they might need to try to learn a little bit earlier, going into training camp, things like that. But I'm not too interested in all this leadership talk, man, to be honest with you. It's just kind of funny that, that's become the story when it's going to be everything that we do this season is going to be based on our group. I'm not going to be the hero, so it's more about how well we can come together, how much we're going to listen to each other, how much we're going to trust each other, and then that's what you'll get. But it's not about me or Myers or CJ coming out here and, trying to be these leaders or anything like that. I've been a leader on this team since I've been here. It just hasn't been me as the only all-star, I guess. So now it's kind of like jump to the front, but it's, that's just not what it is. Mo was just, we was in the same draft, so I was familiar with him. Watched him a little bit when he was in Orlando, but since we've all been here, I don't think any of us have played with an athlete like him, as far as how explosive he is, how well he finishes around the rim, the way he floats in the air when he takes off. It kind of reminds me of the way Nico used to just float to the rim, and except his is like he got a lot less miles on his body, so. He going up there and dunking in traffic, and he got long arms and getting in passing lanes, and it's effortless for him. Getting through pin down screens and things like that is effortless for him. He's in shape, so I really like what he brings to the team. I've seen a lot of growth. Just in his mentality, all the way to the way his body looks. He looks really good. He's never had problems with his confidence. He's always been a super confident person. But it's gonna be fun just to see him getting a lot more opportunity. Me and CJ been friends since college, and I remember it was a time when my last year in college, I was tracking him as the scoring leader in college, and he was tracking me because we was competing against each other. So, it's going to be fun to see him get that opportunity to show what he can do. And, know, what we all know he can do.
Why don't you ask Mason to